This is Randall Kleiser to describe a new projection system designed for the government. In Afghanistan, soldiers are dying or coming home maimed with missing limbs, having gone through the trauma of being in an IED explosion. This is very common right now in Afghanistan, and the government is trying to figure out a way to put soldiers through this kind of experience before they go there so that they are ready and are able to function. Many times they are unable to because they're so traumatized and they're frozen and cannot help their fellow soldiers. It had to be in a truck that could be flown to Afghanistan or moved to different army bases. The design is a Humvee in the middle of 360-degree screens and projectors above. On one end of the truck is a control room that operates the motion base below and the projectors. In the equipment room, the soldiers go up the steps and get into the Humvee, which has this device underneath that moves it and pushes it up during the explosion part. And in the back of the truck is the control room where the officer operates the device that creates the explosion. To shoot the 360, we developed a system of 8 Iconics DV cameras shooting into 8 mirrors and hanging on a crane. This was developed by David Stump and Bernie Laramie of a stereoscope company. To choose a location, we picked the Alabama Hills because they look like Afghanistan. It's where Iron Man was shot. The crane hangs the device in front and shoots in this 360 device. There's 4 cameras on the top here where we're looking and 4 on the bottom. We built a village and had several dozen Afghani extras. The DGA team consisted of Mark Oppenheimer and Mohammed Motla.
10 people on that stretch, and we need to have the security forces keep them away from the Humvees.
We used a hula hoop as a slate because instead of a clapper, because there was so many cameras, the slate had to go around, and the camera in the bottom is actually hooked onto the back of the truck so that it can complete the 360 and replace the camera car shots. In this particular sequence, the soldiers are coming upon an accident in the road ahead, and a lot of civilians are coming toward the Humvee, and so they back up and move away. But basically they go from one area to another and they're watching for signs in the road that there's an IED. If they identify it, they go around it and keep moving, and if they do not, like in a video game, they experience the explosion. And the way this is done is by Technifex in North Hollywood. They have developed all kinds of special effects to create the explosion using Dolby stereo, speakers, fire effects, and the motion base.